Hi, sixth graders. Sorry I can't be with you this week. I have just been not feeling very well and trying to fight off this infection that I have in my lungs. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how to turn in your literary essay since we are due to turn that in with so many snow days that we've had. So I created this little video and slideshow to show you and explain how I want you to do it. So you all should have been making changes to your final paper. You should have followed that peer editing sheet for yourself and given it to someone else in the class to look through your paper and make those changes. So when you were done with that peer editing sheet, you were to take your rough draft and go back to your computer, open up your Google Docs, and then make all of those corrections in your original document of your paper. So I know a lot of you are done with that, but a couple of things I want to remind you of. Have you reread your paper at least 2 times to yourself? Make sure that you're reading out loud to yourself so you're catching those mistakes that we've talked about. You can have another person look at it again to make sure that you didn't miss anything. And then when you are for sure, you feel like you're good and ready to go to print, make sure there are no errors and all sentences make sense. When you feel you're ready to print your final paper, make sure it is absolutely perfect. You will only get to print one final paper. I'm just going to let you know that lots of times students tell me, I'm ready, I've double checked, triple checked, all of those is perfect. And then as soon as they get their final paper printed out, they go, oh my gosh, I found some mistakes. Can I change them and print them again? This is where I'm telling you, I want you to make sure that you've double checked because you're only going to get to print your final paper one time. So after you've printed your final paper to our printer in our team area, you need to make sure that you have this rubric page that I have given you. So on the bottom of that page, right over here, there is a list of things that you need to turn in. There is one thing missing from this list that I will explain on the next slide, but this is the list that you should follow, and this needs to be with your paper because this is what I will use to correct your paper. With a list on the bottom, it says checklist of items to turn in. Number 1, and then it lists them all, and then the colors. Number 1 should go on the bottom of the pile, and then number 2 is the next sheet that would go on top of that. So as you are putting all of these in, it tells you the order to put them all in a stack and end with your final paper on the top, and then the rubric page on the top of that. So the number 1 item on the list is what goes on the bottom. And the top is your final beautiful copy of your paper with this rubric stapled to it. Make sure your name is on the rubric. So here are some pictures. So right here, your Analyze a Character steel sheet is on the bottom. And then your green literary essay pre-writing and drafting packet. Then that direct quote and paraphrasing page we did. The 4th is the orange packet that we did where we wrote, we started to pull our paraphrasing direct quotes. And then our pink page, which was our introduction paragraph. Then the blue page, which is our concluding paragraph. Then you need your peer editing self-checklist. Then you should add your rough draft, then your final paper, and then this literary essay rubric. I know that the editing page is not on the checklist in your rubric. I forgot to add it on there before I printed it out. So please make sure that you are putting in this peer editing sheet and then adding this rubric page to the top. That's everything that you need to turn in. So number 10 is the top thing. So as I flip through, I should be able to, go backwards and see all of these things that you have turned in. The purpose of this is so you can see all of your hard work that we've been doing for the last couple of months in the process to writing a really good final literary essay paper. It takes lots of time um, and different drafts for us to go through to make sure that we have good quality writing done and turned in for sixth grade. So please make sure that you are referring back to this page if you need to. A couple of other things. When you are finished, make sure that you are reading. I'm really hoping to feel better and be back soon. I hope you're all doing really well and I miss you. And just so you know, baby is the size of a pineapple this week. So thank you for being so great as I recover and just for being you. I look forward to seeing you whenever I'm feeling better and can get back. I'm trying to rest and take it easy as much as I can so I can be back with you guys. I miss being there with you all. So just hold on to your calendar strips, and I will deal with those when I can return back from school. I hope you're continuing to write down your minutes for at school and at home, because remember, next week is our last week of February. So please be getting those minutes in, most certainly for home. I know that you're getting them at school, but for a lot of you, home is the tough one. So please make sure you're getting all of that done. Let me know if you have any other questions, and hope you're doing well. Take care.